Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fallen London. Today we're going to be carrying on with Flint's exceptional story, and I think the overall feeling for what I was supposed to do with this screen is to say sometimes this will expose you to more permanent negative consequences for the thrill of risk and potential failure. You may proceed. You have one day. Apis Meat is coming alive with the stirrings of the day. In the town's square, a yellow-robed priestess plants a seed in a bed of black soil. No sooner has she patted down the soil than a tiny shoot pokes forth. By mid-morning, it will be a sapling. By lunchtime, a budding tree. By the evening's end, it will wither and fall. You must be back on your ship before then. I swear I've been to this place in Sunless Seas. An occurrence, your all shall be well quality is now, but not always. Apis Meat, a shouting, feasting, thieving riot of a port, basalt ruins and rude, bulbous timber shacks. On the southern horizon, the mountain glows like a pale sunrise. Use your time here carefully. When the tree falls, you must have found a way south or be ready to return to London. So we have quite a lot of options here. We can seek knowledge with Silas the Showman. How will you travel south when foreigners may not leave the town? Silas has an idea, but he insists on being brought a drink first. Seems like a good deal. A complex commission. An auburn-haired woman in a careful hat marches, smiling up. You understand this Vespertine nonsense, don't you? I have a commission for you. Okay. Wombwell and Stark's travelling menagerie. At the edge of town, where the gracious stands vigil over the road south, a tent has been pitched. It's painted in green and brown patterns and make it look like a tiny hill. A facsimile tree nods at its peak. Bright music leaks from within. We can enter a competition with the markswoman. I wonder how many of these things aren't actually related to the exceptional story, or are all of these related to the exceptional story? Here's a woman in a Royal Navy uniform with the insignia ripped off. She's shooting giant land snails off a fallen statue. She notices your attention. Think you're a better shot, do you? Oh, we can go to the Ammonescence Hospital. Ammonescence is a rare disease of the Elder Continent. A slow combustion of the soul, gradually baking the vital organs. The blistered monks who run the hospital will see visitors and volunteers for only 2 hours each morning. Your seared snuffer has shown interest in the hospital. We can listen to a storyteller, climb the hill to the bee-crested columns, sit in their long shadows and listen to the storytellers. Or we can consider the mysteries of the continent. If you need passphrases, now is the time to consider your research. Or we can sell Presperate passphrases to the Mythendrake office. They pay poorly but quickly. If you need currency in a hurry, this may be your best bet. Okay, what do I want to do? There's a lot of options here. I kind of want to go to the hospital. So I think I may go to the hospital, but we could also start at the top and try and work our way down, but I don't know if it's going to cut us out of things as the day goes on. Let's go to the hospital, because we have the seared snuffer. Who's that you have there? An exile? They're cursed, of course. I shouldn't help, but as you perhaps know, they are constructed of candle wax. In a way, we have secret arts, my friend, that deal with candle wax. Allow me. The monk leads the seared snuffer away. He returns an hour later. The scars are gone from her flesh, and her eyes are clear. Don't worry, she says, smiling. I'll find a face that no one is using. And we now have a woman in yellow. A companion of convenience, perhaps even an ally. She has to owe me something. I brought her all the way here, surely. Let's talk to Silas. I'm sure Silas has got a good idea. A poster declares that no free foreigners may travel south. Silas gulps his wine, wipes his beard, and grins. Cages, he offers. We travel in cages. We need to find a menagerie. Well, isn't that convenient? It is now afternoon. Shall we? Oh god, there's more options here. Listen to a storyteller again, but apparently we unlocked this with Cherty. Isn't that the thing we picked up in the dish and spoon? The biblioclasm? Shelves of tattered books decorate this quiet public house. Red leather spines glow bloody in the firelight. As you watch, a patron casually tosses one onto the fire. The room grows warmer. We can explore the ruins. Who raised the first city here? Who built the bees of basalt? Oh, we have so many options here. I feel like I should go to the menagerie. Let's go to the menagerie. A barker in a moss green hat ushers you through the flap. Come in, my lady. Come and see, or come and stay. A wash of pungent scent. A wall of sound. The cages around you are filled with shaggy coats and furry faces. And then you realise they're not all four-legged beasts. So we can admire the exhibits. Mr. Wombwell himself is here, gesturing grandly. Some are permanent guests, some are travelling home to caution, some are investors. So look your fill, but be courteous to all. Should we look? I'm worried that this is gonna push me forward, but I want to have a look. A leopard quaffs blood from an ivory cup, snarling insults at her cage mate. A lion roars and paces, declaiming his deeds. Two morose youths watch you as you pass. Their bleeding scars mark them as children of Skite. A pilgrim waker sulks in a cage, its wings rattling against the bars. One chicken wire-wrapped cage seems entirely empty. Bloatfingers, Wombwell exclaims. They can't stand to be seen. He bangs the bars with a stick until something like a gall-laden serpent twitches into view from behind a bar. As soon as it realizes itself observed, it hurls itself at the chicken wire, hissing venomously. Loathsome, isn't it? Beams Wombwell, with a father's pride. Oh, yep, that totally kicked me out of the thing. Okay, let's go back into the travelling menagerie. So we have two options. We can either pay to travel in disguise as stagehands, as a known face. It'll cost more. I'm guessing this is because I am a significant individual. It'll cost me 12 passphrases? Good lord. Or we can offer yourselves and your companions as exhibits when the menagerie goes south. No free foreigners may travel into the Presbyterian. What if you travel imprisoned? Someone else will muck out your cages, but you won't get to stretch your legs. I think we're going to pay to travel in disguise. We will pay the passphrases. I'm not being caged. A word with Professor Stark. The Professor handles the travelling arrangements. Wombwell don't have the stomach for it, she explains. You want to go south, eh? Fine. Make a nuisance of yourself or skimp on your chores. I'll turn you over to the wardens myself. Nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you. No, never shake my hand unless I have gloves on. I'm poisonous. We'll form up on the edge of town when we're finished here. Meet us then. Okay. When you're ready to go south, leave from Apis Meet. That was lucky. I think we only had one way back here. So, Ooh, I won't be able to change my outfit if we go embarking on the search for the prison of Flint. I'm also slightly concerned that I kinda wanna see what we could do about finding the knife here, but I don't want to have to go back to London. I guess we're going to embark on our search for the prison of Flint. I get an option must be that you can go back to London and come back, but that would take a very long time, I feel. Let's embark on the search for the prison of Flint. Wombwell and Stark's relationship with the Presbyterate is murky as Z-mud. Still, the gracious road guards listen to their whispered passphrases and nod them through, while you ride safe in the wagons. The haphazard outskirts of Apis Meet fall behind. You're on your way to Caution. Your road runs beside the nameless river that flows from the mountain to the sea. The waters are thick with blood, thicker still as you travel south. Scabs float on the water like foam. The coppery scent of it rises about you. Professor Stark sniffs the air like a shepherd scenting weather. A good day, she pronounces, but not for swimming. The menagerie's wagons trundle, creaking, behind the dray beasts. The mountain's golden light shimmers on the bloody waters of the river. It's nothing at all like sunset. Okay, so we can appoint the woman in yellow as our deputy. She's been very quiet, but she watches the great scabs spin slowly on the river's currents. She speaks. I owe you my life. Let me help you reach the prison. I only ever desired to taste the place. This will irrevocably replace your current deputy. Or we can discuss the road ahead with Silas the showman. In Caution, Silas confides, they will ask us about our regrets. I have one very great regret. This is a tough decision. I feel I made a lot of choices to make the woman in yellow be available right now, and it seems a shame to just not follow through with it, so I may appoint the woman in yellow as my deputy. But on the other hand, I'm kind of interested where Silas would go, but no, I think we'll go with the yellow. Woman in yellow. Freed from all restraint, she rubs her wrists. You may not trust me yet, but I was never your enemy, nor even the enemy of my brother. We were rivals, yes, but you're taking me where I need to go. Don't worry, I'll be good, and my brother will have his prison essences. I'm hungry to see the place. None of my living cousins ever have, you know. Perhaps he will be there. Perhaps. Caution next, yes? The pilgrim wakers will not let us pass without regrets. I mean, should we lack regrets, we may not enter Caution. I'm sure you have regrets, with all you've been and done. And me? Oh yes. All the cousins want to return to the garden, but I deeply mistrust my brother's methods, and I cannot abide his disgusting fixation on the Christian faith. But we were always together. We both came half-formed from the same source. I miss him. We can do an optimistic response. Beneath the surface, roots run stronger. Water remains in the earth. If the bishop and his sister are joined in blood, they will be joined, always. We can do a realistic response. She has chosen her path, and he has chosen his. She must have her reasons. Turn back now, and she betrays those reasons. Let's go with an optimistic response. I hope you are right. It might be so. So much has happened these last few weeks. I regret my theft, I think. He shivers. I certainly regret the factory. And you know, the matter of my brother seems a less grievous wound among these others. Thank you. And look ahead, that glimmer, the mountain's light. I think on the spires of Caution. We're nearly there. The menagerie makes camp. Caution, the city of beasts, the city of 100 tongues. Its spires rise through the forest canopy, 101 for every tongue. Scarlet, dusky green, royal blue. This close, the spires are less like coloured glass and more like glossy crab shell. The menagerie sets up in a gently sobbing meadow, just north of the Pilgrim's Gate. We can remove our disguise. This is really not a good look for you. You should be suitably dressed when you enter Caution. A tip of the hat. Professor Stark shakes your hand. Her gloved grip is firm. Thank you, he says. The next time I need crocodores mucked out en route, it'll be you I call first. The Pilgrim's Gate is just over there. Uh-oh. The triple-lobed portal of shell is the Pilgrim Gate. Here, the coastal peoples of the Presbyterian enter when they make their journey to the mountain. The Pilgrim Wakers rear to greet you. Have you lived enough? They cry. Uh-oh. I wish I'd made it so my deputy was the one looking back and not me, because all I can do is I have lived enough. Share your regrets and enter. This will significantly increase your melancholy and your nightmares. If we had the word of caution, we could just walk in. Oh no, and the menagerie's gone. Oh god. Well, I guess let's hope this isn't too bad. Oh no, my hedonism. What passes between you and the Pilgrim Wakers will remain between them and you. But it is not something you would have chosen to remember. They lower their beaks, raise their wings, and step aside. You pass through the triple-lobed gates. Boars, wolves, tortoises, lions gather as the Pilgrim Wakers cry your entry. Beasts line the grassy streets, press their painted snouts against the windows of their mansions as you pass. Springs of purest water pulse in rhythm with your heart. Twinning roses of quartz and sardonyx shine like ice. At Caution's core, the Temple of Meetings rises. It aspires of glossy shell, all the colours of 100 skies. There are wells that chime and gardens which rhyme. There are grassy streets like a green velvet dancing floor. There are the beasts, everywhere the beasts, watching you with human eyes. I like this picture up here. Okay, so there's a lot of things here. I'm just going to kind of scan. Oh, there's so much stuff here. So we can perform manual labor for the striped horses to gain Presbyterian passphrases. If I need those, I can get them. Purify yourself with the wolves. Okay. This will purchase a valorous inclination. Oh, that's what we had from the strong sword, right? And then little comforts was... I'm guessing I should just max out all of these things, but let's question the citizens of Caution about the prison of Flint. Unless this is the way to go. I don't know. Maybe it's not. The woman in yellow knows something of the city. You both must tread cautiously. They are not over fond of snuffers in Caution, but some beasts can be bribed into helpfulness. The woman has found herself a brindled wolf. She strokes his head and offers him your passphrases, and the wolf whispers in her ear. The prison lies deep in the bleeding forest, she breathes, but he has told me the signs to follow. We are not the first to come this way. The patroness has preceded us. We should prepare for an expedition and travel as soon as we can. I can help. I know something of the forest's little foibles. Okay, well... Maybe I should purchase all of the little comforts and stuff that I can. Oh, the old hound waits in her stall, 4 limbs folded, eyes deep and sad, strings of glass jewels glimmer and clash. A flower scent rises from the incense tripod. Best, she groans. Best wares. You purchase edible seeds, scented coals to keep you warm at night, a precious imported bucket of Murgatroyd's fungal crackers. The hound watches you. I liked, she sighs, when I was ugly, but regrets gone. No regrets in caution. You have no more than 3. Well, we do have more than 3. I wonder what happens if I go in here and what does it say? Oh, now we have 4. Maybe that's buying no more than 3. Okay, so we can listen to the prophecies of warning. On the stoutest branches of the Parliament tree, the pilgrim wakers gather heads together, muttering solemnly, nodding, comparing notes, befouling the ground with their droppings. The wakers speak of the bleeding forest's temptations and dangers. They name the chert, the flinty principle which stifles the heart, the huzz whose strings bring weeping death, the accidental men, the road of 7. They name other things besides, but their words sink beneath your memory like stones into water. They cackle as they name them. You may end in the forest, one advises you, but now it will not be our fault. Grab another one. Okay, let's get some tales of valor. The lions have entered their boasting ring. The strongest will take the weakest's name. For a suitable payment, they will permit you to listen. I raised the umber spire. I taught the gardens to rhyme. I slew the tigers of wrath. I chased the thief of faces from our door. I ate the fruits of the grey vineyard, but my heart did not become stone. When I was human, I was a queen. Some of these boasts are true. Truth is important in a boast, but so is boldness and conviction. The least lion slinks nameless from the ring. The greatest roars the stolen name. Your heart swells with their power and pride. Grab another one. We keep doing it till it disappears. I assume these are going to be very useful. We can interrogate the parakeets. The parakeets serve caution as journalists. Gossips, urchins, and salinaires serve London. You'll need to bring gossip of your own, but you will profit. Do I need passphrases? I don't think I do, but I'm going to do this just to see what it says. You'll enjoy this one, me dear, a golden-eyed parakeet crows as she teaches you a passphrase. Tart in the mouth, tasty in the heart. Use it to pass guard posts and purchase provisions. He leans close. A shame you can't purchase wine with it. I think you might yet need wine. What? What? Hush, never mind. Take this little token. He hands you a feather. Should I purchase 7 mysteries of the Elder Continent? I don't think I need them. All of these just seem to be getting passphrases and things for the Elder Continent, which means I can probably prepare for the expedition. Advice for an expedition. You've set your goal. Before you depart, make sure you have a full complement of assistants. If you run out of assistance, it'll go badly for you. Little comforts, valorous inclinations, and foresighted plans will also be useful. Your expedition will search for the prison of Flint. Be sure you're ready and have as many assistants, little comforts, valorous inclinations, and foresighted plans as you can muster. Here in Caution, you can garner the mysteries and passphrases you need to buy them. But before we set out on this expedition, I think this may be the perfect place for me to end this episode. So thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.